To anyone who comes to this place, I'm glad you found the way. It's instrumental to keep humanity alive and moving forward. I've set up an auto-session log subsystem on this server. It records any and all activity from anyone accessing the system and keeps it on record. That way we can try to sort something out between us. I figured everyone in our organisation knew that this system would come online as part of the emergency protocol. So if you're one of them, I know you, or you've been here before. The systems are either down or are still in security lockdown. I have no idea if the contingency plans are actually fully put into effect in time. I doubt it, to be honest. There are no clear pictures in this scenario. There is no complete understanding, just fragments, like a cryptic whisper. I never thought the entire world would fall. The odds were astronomical. So much we had in place ready to deal with an event of this magnitude. It was always a case of when rather than if. But it's almost like it had to happen. Like it was meant to be. Maybe those of us still around are only here so that it can be said that it happened. Maybe the real horror of all this is having to be alive afterwards. Like the raindrop preludes the arrival of the storm, maybe the disaster was just the coming of rain, and the real storm is what we wake up to every morning. I don't really sleep anymore. How can anyone sleep, knowing what's out there? I made the unfortunate discovery of what happens after too long of an exposure to whatever this is. Actually, after all this time, I still don't know, in the substance of it, what it really is. Is that where I start? Where I try to understand? Or should I just keep trying to survive, running by day, hiding by night? I'm disturbed by the sound of silence. It is a quiet so complete that the sound of my blood moving through my veins convinces me that something's crawling up the hallway. That the sound of my stomach growling could be loud enough to give away my location. The night brings me no solace. I am in a trance awake, propped up in the corner of a room that isn't my own, back to the walls, eyes darting around the room, trying to penetrate the darkness to reveal an enemy I'm certain is there, but that evaporates into the shadows. Listening to the ambient sounds to try to figure out if it's just the sound of the building settling in the night, or something in here with me. Thinking I see something in the corner of my eye. When I look directly at it, it moves, always just out of view, always moving when I look at it, like a halo of paranoid illusions. Scanning the darkened room, checking corners and between the beams, looking for something, anything, that could pose a threat to me. Seeing movement in the darkness, like shadows cloaked in blackness, it's maddening. I do this every single night. As the last thoughts pass through my head before I finally lose consciousness due to exhaustion, I'm certain that the next morning is the one that I don't wake up. There is no escape from this reality. So all we can do is try to understand it. That is our first step. There's no escape. No escape. No escape. I need to stop doing this to myself. I need to focus. I need to concentrate on the task at hand. The hand of fate has yet to take me. Part 1 is out of the way, now starts part 2 of this horrific reality, so I best use my time constructively rather than with self-pity. Even if there are worse fates than death. I don't think anybody has a clear picture of what's going on out there. Hence why this system is here. Just try to piece together the puzzle and make sense of what's happening. That's assuming it remains functional. It's hijacked on the back of the company's server system, and it's the only stable connection I could find. I have high hopes that it remains that way, because we need this place to combine our knowledge and make sense of the chaos. If we can't do that, then the division bell has already begun ringing time against us. I've stabilized it, but it can still fail. If it does, that will be an end once and for all. For now, it seems the servers are independently powered and in relatively good order, so I'm broadcasting this address in every way I can in the hopes more people find it. And if that helps anyone keep going, even a little bit, it's enough. I don't hold out much hope that anybody is out there. This system will be instrumental in at least holding the record of everything I and we discover and understand. All those who died deserve that dignity, at least. The dignity that knowledge was passed on to avoid the same mistakes again. So as long as I can breathe, I will keep seeking answers. The only other alternative I'll be happy with is if the words I'm speaking end up being the last utterances of humanity. Because then I'll know the struggle will be over soon. Because it will end with me. But if that is the case, then I'm sorry that I couldn't do more. But I'm tired. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the sleepless nights. I'm tired of the loss, of the hurt and suffering. I'm tired of all the death, the contaminated. I'm tired.